Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. All right, so it is currently 9:56 a.m. Whoa, and I'm recording this at 9:56 a.m. because that is 12:56 a.m. Eastern time, and at 1 p.m. Eastern time today, so in 4 minutes, or at 10 a.m. Eastern time on the Pacific Coast, which is where I am, so in 4 minutes still, math. BobDoesSports is releasing what they are touting as their, this is just keeps falling over, as their biggest announcement yet. We're going to watch the teaser right now on their Instagram, and then we'll refresh in 3 minutes, and we'll see what the release is, and we're going to react to it. Because I don't know what it is. I've watched a second of the teaser, but I know they've each posted one on their own personal Instagrams, as well as having one on the BobDoesSports Instagram. So they're really hyping this thing up. So I hope it's going to be interesting. But let's watch.
All right, folks, tomorrow, BobDoesSports and Breezy's biggest announcement yet.
Biggest announcement yet?
I hate to keep the fans waiting, but there's been some tremendous guesses out there. Starting off with us franchising the Bojangles. Bo, if you're watching, they're not wrong. There's nothing that I would love more than to sell my soul for that franchise and what they got going on over there, to make sure everybody gets their hands on one of those Cajun filet biscuits that are just spectacular. Or even those Bowberry biscuits with the blueberry glaze on top, I think they call them.
Come on, Bob, come on.
Terrific as well. But let's get back to the story at hand here. Tomorrow, we've been working on this for a little over a year now, and I can't begin to tell you how hard it's been for me to keep my mouth shut about it, because I've been all jazzed up on it. It will be worth the wait. And this thing could completely flop tomorrow. I'm aware of that. We're all aware of that. But I'll tell you this. If I'm going to die on a hill, it's going to be with Joey Cold Cuts to my right, Fat Perez to my left, and Jet and Ticket flanking it from each side as well. And most importantly, the best goddamn fan base on the face of the earth. I'll take our couple 100,000 over anybody else's 20 million any day of the week. Is it the biggest fan base in the world? Certainly not. But we got some dogs in there. And tomorrow, we need all hands on deck. Everything we got. Tomorrow, we...
That was a jarring ending and just cut off. All right, anyways, so I have listened to that once before, but that, if you didn't hear it, was the teaser. There's one on FP's, there's one on Joey's, and then there was a general one on BobDoesSports with them all standing together. They all kind of said the same, not the same thing. Like, they just said that, like there's an announcement coming. Bob's at the beginning, he said it's an announcement with them and Breezy. In my head, that means maybe it's something to do with the apparel, but like, here's my problem when YouTubers do this and creators do this, is like, you hype up something, you have an announcement for an announcement, right? Bob is not only doing it on BobDoesSports, but on all three of their own personal Instagrams. This feels like it's got to be something big. And to me, anything to do with apparel at all is not big. I mean, they've already sold Breezy apparel, I think, co-branded with like Waste Management and all the golf tournaments. I don't think it's that. If it's like a collab with the PGA at Valhalla, that is going to be the most lame thing ever. Like, if it's anything to do with apparel, this is going to be a big disappointment. And this is where it's like, I think this is going to be an interesting video, because I think this, like he said, this could either be really cool, like they keep saying this is the coolest thing ever, or it could just be a complete flop. And like, if they're hyping it up this much, and it's like a co-branded apparel deal, oh my goodness, if it's like a brand deal, or DraftKings partners, like I know they're already DraftKings partners, but like if it's another brand deal, like those things, like they're gonna get so much hate in the comments, I'm sure. Like, their fan base is loyal, but like you can't hype up something that much. But anyways, let's look on the positive side here. My prediction that I think would make the most sense, that I do think would be really, really cool, is them going down sort of like a Nelk Boys Full Send route in taking over an alcohol brand, like having a BobDoesSports seltzer, a BobDoesSports transfusion, like an actual like co-branded alcohol thing, like Spitting Chicklets and Pink Whitney and Big Deal Brew. That would be on brand. That would kill it for them, and that would really propel them to the next level as a business. So that would actually be really, really cool. That's kind of my main guess. But anyways, it's 10:01, so hopefully we don't have to guess any longer. Let's go real time. Hit the refresh button. Maybe we go to BobDoesSports' Instagram. Let's see if that is gonna. All right, here we go. Let's see. Is it up? Is it up? Is this it? Nope. This is just the same post. Okay, so it's 10:01, and there's no. Let's go check YouTube. I mean, they were really, really honest about this 1 p.m. Eastern release time here. So let's just see. It's 1:02 now. No YouTube video. and no Instagram clip. All right, well, I'm not just going to sit here and just keep saying the same thing over and over to you again. I will refresh, and once it's back, I'll be back with you, and we'll continue this show.
One eternity later.
Okay, 10:38. A little late, Bob. Anyway, I was just walking my dog because it got to the point where I'm like, I'm not just waiting. I know it's been out now. I saw it was released on my phone a couple minutes ago. Oh, what is this? Yep, alcohol. Wow, did I call this or what? Have a day. Drink Have a Day. We've been waiting on this a long time. Have a Day, our very own tequila seltzer. I do like tequila seltzer. So it is very, very, very much the Nelk Boys Happy Dad route. Wow. You guys are going to think because I'm releasing this video after it was announced that like somehow I saw this beforehand and I just like predicted it so I'd be right. I'm telling you, that's not what happened. But I mean, come on. That's this guy, just the guessing game. That was incredible. It's just, if you know YouTube, that wasn't that incredible. You gotta understand, I've been doing this for a very long time. I know this space when a brand has kind of that like party, frat boy, like, you know, alcohol consumption audience, Spittin' Chicklets, Nelk Boys, BobDoesSports, like this is the product. It is definitely the thing that can also propel you further. And it was smart. I mean, the Have a Day seltzer, the branding, it looks very, very, I don't know why these photos are taken on like a 360p iPhone. Let's be real here. I feel like the quality on these could be a heck of a lot better. But anyways, like, what is this? They're all pixelated. How am I even going to get a thumbnail from this? The branding on this is good because it's not related to BobDoesSports. If BobDoesSports made a BobDoesSports seltzer, they're really limiting themselves to potentially only selling to people who know their brand. Whereas this, the goal of every creator is to have something that can go beyond you. People drink Prime even if they don't know who Logan and KSI are, because it's just a generally branded hydration drink now that's in the market and whatever. I'm sure people will see this and pick it up off the shelf, just like you go to your local liquor store and you see a product and you pick it up off the shelf and you buy it. This is a business move. It's not that, I mean, so listen, I know I said earlier in the video that it would be exciting if they got an alcohol. It is exciting because it's the move. It is the move. That's why I called it, and I was pretty sure I was going to be right. It makes a ton of sense for them. It has nothing to do with YouTube Golf. You know, I think it'll be cool for us as fans. I mean, I'm definitely going to buy it. If it comes to Canada, I'm definitely going to try and get my hands on it, or next time I go to the States. I also just happen to like tequila seltzers. That tends to be one of my drinks, so that's fun. But at the same time, like, I don't know, a little bit of hope when YouTubers announce a massive thing coming that's going to have something to do with YouTube. But at the same time, these boys, they're making a business here. Hey, love the progression. We got to say $70. Is that how much it's going to be? $70 for, how would they know? Is it already released? Drink Have a Day. Let's quickly go look at this here. Remember, I'm doing this in real time here. Oh, they all of a sudden have like 50 Instagram posts from a day ago. People must have found this. Oh, 12 minutes ago. Maybe it was just made public. But anyways, let's go. Drink Have a Day. Buy online now. Wow, so it's already available for sale. That's kind of smart. Start shipping May 13th. That's a good plan by them, because if you release this and it's all the hype right now, you're going to have a good amount of people that are going to go buy it. Okay, 24 pack. I mean, a 2-4, that's a lot. That's a lot of 68. Is that USD? I don't know how much a 2-4 usually goes for, to be honest. If you can't tell, I'm not the biggest drinker ever. An 8-pack, let's see, how much is an 8-pack? An 8-pack is 20. I mean, that feels reasonable. That doesn't feel crazy. 8 alcoholic beverages for $23. In Canada, that'd be like $30. That's not, I think that's pretty reasonable. This feels like a big amount of money, but at the same time, it's 24. I think pricing is totally fine. Is this their only flavor right now? Georgia Peach? I guess so. Listen, again, nothing to do with YouTube Golf, other than the fact that it's YouTube Golfers releasing it, but it's cool. It's cool that they have this brand and they're able to do this. Like, this is going to be a moneymaker for them. This is going to be an absolute moneymaker. Nelk Boys makes all their money from Happy Dad. Logan Paul makes all his money now from Prime. Like, if this is actually a good product, like, it could go for them. It could really go. Now, these guys are nowhere near as big as Nelk Boys or Logan and KSI combined. But again, alcohol is alcohol. If it's a good product, I think it's got an attractive looking packaging, branding. It's going to have shelf appeal. It's going to sell to people who aren't just YouTube golf fans. And so I think it's going to be really successful. And then that it's probably going to get picked up by golf courses and people are going to be on the course. And BobDoesSports is probably the most lovable golf thing there is. Like, people just love them because they're just lovable guys. And they're also like, social drinking is their thing. And so I think there's going to be a very, very good market for these guys, a very, very good, integration into, you know, getting it off carts and getting it at pro shops to 4 rounds. Like, it's gonna be very easy and natural. So I could see this going really, really well for them. So congratulations, boys. I mean, it's great. It's definitely the play. So who's ever behind everything business-wise, very smart decision. I don't think you could pick a better product, a better like avenue to go down. And yeah, nothing to do with YouTube golf, but it's definitely exciting. I don't think this video will get a ton of views because I don't think this is like the most exciting like YouTube golf related thing ever, but I'm probably still going to post it just because, oh, they put out a YouTube video, a 40-minute YouTube video. Oh man. Okay, well, this must just have a lot to do with them like explaining the whole thing. So for apologies, haven't watched this video. So if they say stuff in this video that's contrary to what I say, I doubt it, then, or it explains more. But go watch this video. I'll probably watch it after this, but I wanted to get someone out. Quick emergency press conference reaction. Okay, emergency press conference part 2. I'm editing the video right now, and obviously it's been like 30 minutes, and I went back to check Instagram to see the updated reactions from the fans, and oh my goodness, I'm gonna put them on screen right now. This is a minute-long screen recording of me scrolling the top comments on this post. You guys are not happy about this. I don't know if I read the room wrong. Like, I mean, I didn't really talk about fan reactions before. I saw the $170 thing, and I was kind of like, I don't know if that's like too expensive. I guess it is. Listen, hand up, I am not the biggest alcohol buyer in the world, and usually if I'm buying alcohol, it's like a 6-pack max, because that's going to last me like 2-3 weeks. So I'm not the audience for this. So if that's really expensive, I didn't see it coming. But oh my goodness. Now, to be fair, this is the same response that happened when they released Breezy, because I think the polos were more expensive and whatever. And I do think that BobDoesSports' core audience is probably a bit more, I want to say like maybe like blue collar, like when people are like know your audience. I think that's probably what they're referring to. Like essentially, you're not buying I'm not buying $100 polos. Like no way, I can't afford that. So listen, I get it, and I think this response from the audience is not. It's not gonna destroy the product's success. I still think this will be a successful product, but I think it's a tough look. It's a tough look. It's not the reception those guys are gonna want to see. But they've been on the internet long enough. Maybe they know that it's probably not gonna, you know, affect the life of the product potentially. But I mean, it's tough to see. There's no ignoring it. People are not happy about this. People are not happy about the teasing it as the biggest announcement they've ever had, and then it just basically being a product for sale, which I don't know what you guys were expecting. That's what I saw coming. That's why I predicted it. But yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, it's kind of disappointing for sure that it wasn't like something to do with YouTube. But yeah, people aren't happy. Tell me your thoughts down below. Whew.